Hello, everyone. My name is Leah, and I am a life coach. I specialize in transitions in life, anywhere from career, relationships to mindset and confidence. And today I want to share with you a little bit about why a life coach and how a life coach can help you to achieve a deeper sense of confidence and transformation in your life. Sometimes I think it's really hard to bridge the gap between what we want and how a life coach can potentially help us to get that. So hopefully I can break that down for you today in this video. So let's get started. First of all, change is hard. I just want to touch on that. And I think that anyone who comes to a life coach, especially people that come to Life Remade, which is the coaching company that I founded, we're all about transformation and change. And because change, specifically within career, relationships, and personal self-development changes can be really hard to navigate, coaching can help to create a system of support that helps people to navigate those times with a lot more ease, with a lot more clarity, with a lot more certainty. So adding a coach into the picture during one of the most confusing moments or times in your life really is such a catalyst to help you achieve the change that you're trying to get to a lot more quickly, with a lot more certainty, clarity, and sense of calm. Sometimes we can be in those moments of change and be choosing things out of desperation, which isn't a good place to be either. So making sure that you have the right support people in your corner, specifically a life coach, can be what actually makes the whole process a lot more enjoyable and gets you to the other side of that change, feeling a lot stronger, not feeling like, did I get that right? Another thing I wanted to touch on is the key areas of life that life coaches tend to impact. So with career advancement, with career changes, maybe you're shifting your career to a completely new area, or maybe you're just working on a promotion or how to be more organized at work. These are all changes, big and small, that exist within career. There's also the relationship element. Whether you're going through a breakup or divorce, or maybe you're single and you're trying to meet someone new, but you want to make sure you're not falling into your old patterns again. Or maybe you have a relationship and you feel like it could just be better or be worked on. Or maybe your relationships are with your family or your friendships. However it is that we show up in relationship to others, whether it's romantic, platonic, or even the relationship to self, there are so many different points of contact that we must make to make sure that we are living in integrity in our relationships, and we are in the most healthy dynamic we can be in, and showing up in the ways that are really going to foster the kinds of relationships that we want to be seeing in our lives. Relationships are huge, and they're often tied to career as well. So what I see a lot of times is people coming to us for both things simultaneously. So something is going up wrong in their career. It's not quite feeling like it's working. It's feeling a bit sticky, or they're not being valued enough. And they're also seeing some things show up in their relationships because either the career is impacting their relationships, or simply that they're the common denominator in both of those areas of their life. And so it makes sense why there would be a ripple effect into each of those areas, because something internally is off, something is out of alignment for them. So these are just a couple of different areas that coaching really can help impact. And I will say too, mindset and confidence is a huge one. A lot of people are trying to figure out, how do I improve my mindset? How do I get more confident? Because that impacts your career, and it impacts your relationships, and it impacts your health even. And so how do I master my thoughts? How do I stop being so reactive? How do I self-soothe and not be so anxious all the time. These are all things that you can absolutely achieve, and that life coaching will help you to face, overcome, and then choose differently for yourself. So it's really such a rewarding job to be able to help people address all these different areas of their life. And these are only a few areas, the main areas that we touch on with life coaching. The next thing I want to go over is how to start working with a life coach. So when you're working with anyone, whether it's a counselor, a therapist, or a coach, you have to realize that, there's not a one size fits all. Everybody's going to have a different approach. Everyone's going to have a different energy. They're going to use different language. They're going to have a different program structure. Pricings are going to be different. Do you vibe with the person that you're going to be sharing some very intimate details of your life with? And I think that this is step one, is doing some initial consultations with people. And I think your gut will tell you when something is a right fit. But it's worth exploring some different options until you hear, that inner voice inside of you saying like, aha, this sounds like a good fit for me. And I will say that a coach will tell you whether or not they feel it's a good fit as well, because they want to be working with a specific kind of client too, someone who's really open to suggestion and willing to do the work and not afraid to take action, and who feels comfortable, in the coaching sessions. So it's good to just have these connection calls, and we actually offer free alignment calls for that specific purpose, so we can see if it's a good fit, and you can ask any questions and we can ask you questions as well. So that's the first step to start working with a life coach, and what to look for there and what you can expect from the coaching experience, just so you have an idea of, how that initial consultation might need to go for you. You should expect for there to be accountability. You should expect for there to be some kind of transformation or goal in mind that you're aiming for, whether it's a tangible goal, or maybe it's an internal goal that is a bit more intangible, like an emotional processing of sorts or a healing. Whatever it may be, there needs to be, or not needs to be, you can definitely count on there being an outcome of change. That's what we focus on, is transformation and getting you to a different place than you currently are. That's the whole aim. Another thing that you can expect is for them to use different techniques and tools, different things that are going to help you implement some of the concepts that you're going over in the session. So you'll get homework, you'll get suggestions made. They might even offer you like writing out an action plan or tracking your progress with you. So these are all definitely things to expect from a coach that may be a little different from, say, a therapist. And I just kind of want to wrap this talk up with sharing, whatever you've taken from this call today. Just know that if some of it has landed for you, great. But check in with yourself, right? Our coaching services are available to anyone, so long as you're willing to look at yourself in the mirror, to be able to take new action, to be able to say, maybe I don't have it all figured out, and to also not be dependent on a coach to figure it all out for you, right? We believe at Life Remade that you have the answers within yourself, and our goal, our measure of success is to make sure that you are in touch with that truth, that you are in touch with the knowing that's inside of you, and you stop doubting yourself so much, and you start living your life in a way that reflects the truth that's already inside of you. So we have a really fun job here. Our job is to essentially bring you back to yourself in whatever ways that we possibly can. So if you'd like to connect with us, we're, like I said, always offering free 30-minute alignment calls that you can chat with one of our coaches about what's going on for you and where you're at in your journey and what you'd like to accomplish. And I encourage you to also check out some of our resources. I'm also including a PDF that might be helpful for you when deciding whether or not, coaching might be right for you. All right, thank you so much.